Are we live? Guys? Okay, we have 0 people in my live stream. I'm gonna wait for 2. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, we got one. We got one person. Okay, we have nobody now. We literally have nobody. Okay, we got another guy. We got another guy. Okay, hello. Thank you for joining. This is my scary story part 2 called The People. If you have not seen my first one, go check out the first one. The first one was just like the start of it. Why does this one guy keep on leaving and then joining? Like, if you're not gonna like actually stay, then don't. Like, rip. How many people are in my live stream? 2! Okay, because there's 2 people in my live stream, I can go ahead and start telling it. Alright. Tell me in chat if you're ready for this dairy. Tell me in chat if you're ready, guys. Stay hashtag storytime if you want to see me say part 2 real quick. I think, I'm going to see if this could be the only, like the end part, I guess. Make this like a shirt. Still waiting for the hashtag story. So that way, if I see one hashtag story, I'll start. Just one is all I want. Alright. Here we go. When I opened the front door, I looked, okay, so this is just like before I start telling part 2. So, but before it ended, for the story, I looked to my left, I looked to my right, I even look in front of me, nobody's there, but the one spot I didn't look was behind me. When I turned around, I saw something I never wanted to see. And that's where part 1 got a cliffhanger. I mean, so, here's part 2. And when I turned around, I saw something I never wanted to see. Something strange. It was the woman. She had blood. She stared with her red eyes. She gave me a nasty grin. Then I saw blood all over her, and then I saw fur. When I looked closer at the fur, I noticed that fur was my dog's fur. If you guys haven't remembered from part 1, the dog ran down the basement and the basement door was swung open, and then the squeal happened. That's where that came from. Spoiler alert, I guess. There was my dog's fur all over her. I got scared, so I ran out the front door. And when I ran out the front door, I had chills. I didn't know what to do. And then I tripped over a big rock. Then when I turned around, I saw a little boy, the lady, and then the girl with the switchblade in her neck. But when I saw the boy, that creeped me out even more. Hashtag scared. It creeped me out even more when I saw the boy. The only reason why is because the boy was missing all legs and arms. And he was even missing half of its head. When it was missing half of its head, I just threw the rock at one of them. I threw it at the woman. And then I picked up a small pebble, threw it at the boy. He just fell over because, well, no legs, no arms. And then I threw it at the girl, but she cut the rock in half with the smite of a swing with her knife. Okay, yeah? Happy? Why do you want me to stop? Oh, we got 5 people in the stream. 5 people on my Scary Story Part 2. Alright, so the people who have just joined, go back to when I first started the story. And then come up to the end. So that you can see it. Like all of it. Happy, why do you want me to stop? I don't want to. This is not real. This is just a made-up story, so please, if you think this is real, do not. Alright, this is all made up. Okay, back to the story. When I threw it at the little girl, she took out her switchblade out of the neck, and she cut the rock in half. When I looked at her, right as soon as she cut the rock in half, both rock pieces went straight through her eyes, but that didn't keep the red out of them. So I tried to get up, and I limped back over, and so I limped to the cop station or whatever. And when I walked up to the cops station, I saw there was no cop. There was nobody there. When I blinked once, opened my eyes, I saw the woman standing right in front of me. She was so close. I could smell her bloody, deadly breath. Then I blinked again, and everything was back to normal. No cops, no nothing. Just an empty room from a sheriff's office. So I walk out of the room trying to go to the donut shop to see if there were any cops there hanging around having a party. But there was no one there either. Then I start walking through all the town, ringing everybody's door. Nobody answered. Everybody's car was gone. And then I saw a horde of people, all of them red glowing eyes and deadly grins. When they all had deadly grins, they all looked at me, started running at me. I blink again, opened my eyes, and they were all gone. People were standing around me, getting very angry for me waking them up. Although, is this a dream? Was this all fake? Who knows? Maybe if you rewatch this story, maybe you'll figure it out. That is not the end. There is a part 3. If you guys want me to tell the part 3, because this was only 7 minutes, go ahead and tell me now. Because I will tell part 3 right now. Okay, hey Miguel. Want me to go ahead and start part 3? Put hashtag part 3 if you want me to start it. OCD. Okay. Here we go. Part 3. I already forgot where I left off already. Really? Okay, hold up. No. No, I didn't. There's no way. Okay, so, man, I got freaking nipple twisters. I forgot where I left off. I was too focused on looking at the chat. Waiting for something. Okay, so, okay, so there were people, close my eyes, open them up. Okay, so here's part 3. After everybody was staring at me, screaming at me for waking them up, this one lady walked up to me. She was one of the sheriffs. She thought I was crazy, so she grabbed both of my hands, put them behind my back, and put me in jail. And as soon as I tried falling asleep in the prison bed, I wake up in an old, moldy, rusted cell. It seemed like it was from somewhat of the 10 BC. I tried breaking out of it, but I couldn't. Then I saw one of the disc radios, like the big black discs. One of those with the giant horn on it sticking outwards, and then once you put the little pointy thing on the record, it's a record player. And once I start the record player, winding it up as fast as I can, I know, if you see part 1 and part 2, those were kind of scary. Okay, so I started winding it up. I've tried to wind it as fast as I can. And then the record made a laughing noise. Not a little boy, not a woman, not a little girl, but a man. It sounded weird. It was a weird laugh. The only reason why was because it sounded like the little boy's laugh, but deeper. And so, after that, I looked through the moldy bar and rusted cage, and I see the little girl standing in front of it, right up to my face. And when she was up to my face, I hear a scream behind her. And when I heard the scream behind her, it was the woman coming at her. She smashed the girl into the wall, but nothing happened. There was no noise. There was nothing. Miguel, after my story, we can. There was no nothing. There was no noise. And when I opened my eyes like this, there was nothing there. The bars weren't ripped open. Then I looked behind me. My buddy was behind me, laying on the floor asleep, knocked out or something. I try waking him up. He wakes up, but then he starts bleeding. I don't know how he started bleeding. He starts bleeding, and then his eyes go white. He looks at me and says, "Sacrifices must be made." He takes my neck and slams me against the rusted bar. I started bleeding from the back of my head, and I hit my back head first on the bar, and because of that it started bleeding. And then it knocked me out. When I woke up, the whole freaking bar was completely wide open to the point where I can walk through. When I walked through it, I started walking through a door, kind of like a doggy door, but slightly bigger. I walk through the door and I start running, trying to go back to my house to see if I can figure out what's going on. And then I realize, wait a minute, I remember everything. I am the man, the little boy. And that was the end of part 3 and the whole story. By the way, the whole time, the buddy was the guy in the cage. Not the guy who said sacrifices must be made. No, 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 no. Ooh, I gave myself the chills after I said that one. So, what'd you guys think? Oh my god, dude, that was cool. What do you mean you're confused? I told you the whole story. I started from part 1 to part 3. Really, it seems to me like you didn't listen. So how are you confused anyway? Miguel and someone gal, I'm going to play with you after I end this. Who's who? Okay, so, you know how, the person who said, the buddy, you know, me and my buddy were working at the coffee shop, and he asked me if we should go home since nobody else was coming in. The buddy was the actual guy in the cage who got slammed against the cage. The person that said, okay, let's wait, which I said was like, I did say it was me, I said it was a person. And so the person that said, hey, should we go, was the person that was getting slammed up against the cage. Which means the whole story meant that the one guy that said, no, let's just wait till one more customer, was the little boy. The little boy was grown up. So, do you guys have any other questions? Don't start spamming WoW in chat, please. I will turn off chat. Okay, anyway, if you guys are new to my channel, like, subscribe, put on the notification bell, and if you always want to be entertained, watch all of my videos, because they are going to be uploaded like 5 a day, probably, only because I just started this. Merlin, I'm not the one with the maps. Well, Happy, do you want to do the GTA? Because I'm not really up for that. I kind of want to just play some Fortnite with somebody that has Save the World. If you guys have Save the World, please tell me now, because I would really like to do a video with you on Save the World. And if you guys have subscribed, you will be entered in this giveaway. $20 giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so do you guys think that's the end of the video? I think that just might be. What do you guys think? Because if any of you guys have Saved the World, please invite me to your party right this second. Okay, Sublime Girl did, so I'm going to join you. Hello. Sublime, you there? Hello. Okay, how about this? You know what? I'm gonna make this like a scary story part 2 and 3 plus Save the World. So if you guys want to see me play Save the World, I'm gonna do that right now. But if you guys want to go see my other videos, if you guys like this, subscribe, put the notifications on, do anything you can to help out my channel to keep you guys entertained. And so yeah, let's go play some Save the World. Okay. First I have to restart my application, so this is going to take a second.